Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to another weekly market focus. My name is Yemi Olaleye, and this is brought to you by FX Pro, your favorite broker. And let's start from the fundamental for the week, from the 19th of January to 23rd of January 2026. We're kicking off with the US dollar bank holiday. What's happening on the 19th of January? Of course, yes, that is the federal holiday called Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It honors the civil rights leader, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and it's observed on the third Monday of every January for every year. So that's why bank holiday is coming up on US dollar tomorrow. So bank offices, schools will be shut down to observe the holiday in respect to that civil right. And of course, 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time, we have Canadian news coming up on the CPI, median and trimmed CPI. On Tuesday, we have Great Britain pounds coming up 8 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. On Wednesday, we have the Great Britain pounds coming up, and we have US dollar coming up as President Donald Trump will be speaking, and that may likely have significant impact in the market. And that's on Wednesday. On Thursday, where we have more of the AUD news coming up with US dollar and NZD on unemployment change and rates, core PCE and price index, final GDP and CPI on NZD 10:45 p.m. Nigerian time. And on Friday, where we have the most of the high impact news coming up for the week, but focuses more on tentative news on the JPY from the BOJ policy rate, monetary policy statement, and the rest of that. On Great Britain pounds, 8 a.m. Nigerian time, we have the retail sales and the German flash manufacturing PMI. 10:30 a.m. Nigerian time, Great Britain pounds on flash manufacturing PMI again, and 3:45 p.m. Nigerian time, US dollar is coming up with the own flash manufacturing PMI. All right, to keep this simple, it's going to be an exciting week and a lot of opportunities remains in the market. Let's get into the technical analysis and see what we have going forward for the week. Starting from the DXY on the weekly time frame perspective, let's go straight to the continuation of what we had. Last week was a very beautiful one for us because we had opportunities in the market, which we took advantage of that. So starting from here, what you see is just what I've analyzed over the time, where I'm expecting the price to actually do more of a buy for me on the DXY. I'm expecting more bullish momentum on the DXY going forward, and that's what is happening currently. And last week was a very good one as well. So basically, what I'm expecting is to see the price actually to still pump more into the upward direction till we get here, because on the daily, on the weekly, this is where we're anticipating the price to get into in the nearest future at this price level of 104.50. So basically, I'm expecting more move right here. I'm still expecting this to be taken out. I'm expecting that to be taken out, expecting the price to get here. From here, we can have a rebound for a sell momentum and the rest of that. But going forward here, that is what we have. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame perspective. Let's see what that looks like. On 4 hours, yes, the balance remains the same. We're expecting more bullish momentum to break above the previous high level. So all we can say right here is we see an opportunity. If you go to 1 hour time frame, what should we be expecting? A little bit of bearish momentum likely. From this price level to this price level. That is one thing I'm looking at right now. If the price will actually do something like this to break the previous high structure, and we continue having a buy momentum on that. So going to 4 hour time frame to just make the perspective a little bit clearer. We have a lot of data, so I'm trying not to overextend everything. Just want to keep it simple. Something like this. So this is what I'll be expecting on the daily time frame at the end of the day. But from 1 hour time frame perspective, I think this is clear enough, right? This is really clear enough. So this is what we're expecting the price to actually do more of a buy for us on the at the end of the day. But on the opening of the market, we're expecting a little bit of sell into this range, and we have a buy from there. So 4 hours time frame, we have it again. So we have a sell and continuation of a buy. So it's better for me. I just keep it simple like this on 4 hours time frame. So we don't have too much noise going on there. So this is my outlook on it. Anyways, and let's keep this very simple. So let's go to the next one. My projection continues anyways. So that's that. Let's go to the Euro US dollar on the weekly time frame perspective. What do we have? Our projection was the sell for last week, and we made money off that, and it was a very good one. I think I have to take out all of these guys. Too much noise. Okay. So on the weekly time frame perspective, my projection remains bearish on this one, just like we have the projection or as the inverse of the DXY. On the daily time frame perspective, what I'm expecting to see is when the price actually hit this price level on the daily time frame. So I'm going to take out this one. Oh, no, 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 not you. I'm going to bring that back. This is what I want to take out. Okay, good. So right here, I'm expecting the price to actually get into this price level of 1.1485, and that's where I want to see a buy opportunity below. But right now, I'm still expecting more sell momentum, more bearish pressure. As you can see, it's massive, and I want to see the complete cycle of that. So last week we sold because we saw a sell momentum, and it was an amazing opportunity in the market. We made money of that. On the 4-hour time frame perspective, is the same outlook we're looking at. Too much noise. I'm removing this, removing this. They've played out already, so there's nothing to really worry about. So right here, I'm still expecting more bearish momentum. This is 4-hour time frame perspective. If I have a fresh idea on this, what could that be? Okay, probably if I'm seeing I'm seeing a price anticipating to move into a little level above the previous candle, which will now make the price look like we may be expecting a little bit of buy momentum from there, and price hitting this level overall for the week. So that will be the projection for this week. How many pips is this? It's quite too small. Really, it's quite too small. Should that really be a worrisome thing? 12 pips. Well, it's possible, and peradventure the price could actually still do more than that, but I'm not saying it. What I'm saying the price to do is this, but peradventure price can actually still get into this price level here, all right, into this high. Price just going into this high zone. Why? It is very possible to take this previous high that we have here and grab liquidity from there and market starts moving. But if this is not happening, basically, we're expecting the market to actually do something simpler, whereby we have the price rejecting from this zone. This is the bearish fair value gap zone in the market. So let's keep this simple. As always, it's going to be a fantastic week. So that's my projection. Anyways, so going forward, I will move to the next one. This is a sell opportunity right here. So the price gets here, I'm looking for short. On the Great Britain pounds US dollar, going to the weekly time frame perspective, let's see our analysis there. It's very simple too. We'll be looking for more bearish momentum, and I've projected that over time. And for the past 3 weeks, it's been selling, which was part of my projection, and we've been milking it in the community, as you can see. So right there, what am I expecting? I'm expecting the price to actually continue selling. Where is the catch? I'm expecting it to sell down to 1.3205, at least 1.32 psychological zone, 1.3200. So basically, I'm expecting more of a sell momentum, more pressure in the market. I want to see more sell, and this is giving the vibe of a sell, and I want to see how it's going to clear this structure where we have the complete cycle. If you draw the trend line from here, you see that overall it has broken and shifted the structure to the downside, lower highs and lower lows creation, and more momentum to the downside. So with that information, therefore, I can easily go to the 4-hour time frame and spot an opportunity for myself for the week. So right here, I'm looking at it. I don't think we need this again. We've used this opportunity for sale already, right? So I don't need it. I can take it out. So we're not impressing anybody. But you saw surely for 2 weeks we've been selling this, right? In fact, 3 weeks. We've been selling this for 3 weeks. So that's that on that. And the 4-hour time frame perspective, do we have any fair value gap zone where we can expect the price to move into in the future before we have a sell? It's not looking too clear here. It's not looking too sharp. But let's see how it looks like here. Not too much, not too much. Let's see the 1-hour time frame perspective or 2 hours time frame perspective. If we have an opportunity there, it would be a great one. Okay, we have something similar here. This is the bearish fair value gap on a 1-hour time frame perspective like this. Is this up to 12 pips? It should be more than that. This is about 17 pips, of course, yes. So it is possible we have the price hitting this level, hitting the structure, and continue selling. Okay, just like the Euro US dollar. So to keep this very simple, this is what we should be expecting to see right here. All right, this is the 4-hour time frame perspective, and of course, the price can actually just go ahead to take out this high before it starts selling, which is still not out of proportion. Okay, this is not out of proportion if it happens, but then trust me, we'll be looking for more sell momentum on this going forward for the week on 4-hour time frame. So basically, this is what I'll be looking at like this. All right, let's keep that simple on 4-hour time frame perspective, expecting more sell. Okay, good, 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 good. To what level? To this price level at 1.32 psychological zone. So what are we doing? For this week, we're selling Great Britain pounds US dollar. And also, don't forget, you're trading with the risk management. All right, use your stop loss always. NZD dollar, no, sorry, AUDUSD. Annoyingly, this guy has really been provoking since the last 3 weeks. That's why I'm not looking at it. And that's why I said I'm not going to check it out until the price hits a buy zone, which I'm expecting. This is right here at 0.6614. This is where I'm expecting the price to hit to, come on, sorry. 0.6614. Yes, this is what I'm expecting the price to get to before I start taking this guy seriously for a sell opportunity, for a buy opportunity. But before then, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to check out on this guy. It's really draining my energy, and I don't want that. So that's why I'm avoiding it. So I don't want to check and check. This is a full cycle, a blown cycle. Though if you're taking a sell, I would say that's nicer. All right, but I don't just want to get. I don't want to get along. I don't want to get tagged along in a sell that it's very choppy. All right. It looks good for a sell. Of course, yes. I'm expecting the sell to continue, right? I'm expecting it to continue till the price gets here. So basically, nothing really much interesting here than to see the price getting to this price level 0.6614. When it gets there, yes, we can talk again. We can talk about buying again. But for now, it should keep selling, but I'm not interested in it. Okay, this is the NZD US dollar on the weekly time frame perspective. Let's see what it looks like. 4 hour time frame. Okay, the weekly time frame perspective. We're looking for a sell. Last week it was different. You see, it was different. It bought little, though it sold, but it bought a little. But if you check the entire thing, look at this. It's more or less we're having two confirmation for a bearish momentum. After liquidity has been grabbed above and created a structure below, and we have a shooting star candle on the weekly time frame. We should be expecting more bearish momentum, right? Going to the daily time frame perspective, we had that bearish momentum on the weekly, bearish candlestick, shooting star on the weekly, twice back to back. And then on daily time frame, this is what it's looking like. And we've shifted the previous low structure. Price moved back to this level, and it's still creating lower highs and lower lows. So most likely right here, we have a shift of the market to the upper side, which is more of a retest or a retracement. But with this outlook, with what we have here, this is a mighty void here. I will still be expecting more bearish momentum on this regardless. Like I said before now, it looks bearish even on the higher time frame. So that's why I am not interested in much thing. And at the end of the day, we want to see more buy. Okay, so that's why I've been saying that this level is expected to be taken over time. But don't forget, we're following structure right here. Since last year, September, October, we took all of this sell, we took it, right? Because we had a mighty void here to the upside. So that's why it was possible for us to take all of this sell from September last year. We took it down till end of the year, right? And now we're looking at this is something the market is looking like. But before then, we are seeing a structure which the market has completed a cycle right here, fully blown. It's retracing right here. Yes, will it actually get here? That's what the price is showing. If any narrative change in the direction of DXY, yes, of course, yes, we would be expecting more buy from there. With a lot going on in the USA right now with Donald Trump and the rest of that, let's see how the courts, the Supreme Court, the order goes, and let's say the policy and everything. Let's see how it goes. If peradventure it happens to make a negative impact on DXY, that means we'll be having a buy. This guy could actually be giving us an update that we should be expecting a buy on the XXX US dollar. But then this is what the price is showing right now. Till every other confirmation comes out, we remain bearish on this one right here. So I want to still see more bearish momentum on it. When the price gets here, I want to see a buy. So for me personally, I'm looking for more bearish structure. I want to see more bearish pump, and then we'll be taking a buy in the future at what price? 0.5619. So that makes more sense for me right there. So what should we be doing this year, this week? Taking more sell, taking more sell. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. What should I do with this? I should extend it a little bit. Yes, I should extend it because the price has not gotten there yet. So let's see how the market open and let's see how the market reacts for the week. On the daily time frame perspective, it's not so different. It's just like this. So for me personally, I will be looking for more bearish momentum, on this. All right. So going forward to the next one, will be USD CAD. Okay, on the weekly time frame, USD CAD. And don't forget, all of these pairs, they gave us money last week. All right. Majority of it gave us money last week. On USD CAD per se, we're expecting more bullish momentum till the price gets here. Can you see? That is what I'm looking for. And what I just deleted was an outlook there. And the daily time frame perspective, this is what I'm expecting. Last week, I was expecting the price to hit this level, bounce, and continue moving here. But what happened? The price first go down and it continued buying from there. So far, so well. It's more or less like a range, about 60 pips profit, which is really not too much like what I was expecting. But well, let's keep the energy up. This week, I want to see more bullish momentum. I'm taking this out right here now because I want to see a clear structure. Right here is what I'm expecting. The price level 1.4100 or 1.4108. That's where I'm expecting a buy to happen. But where I'm expecting a sell to happen. But right here, this is a range for last week. So let's go to what we expect. I'm expecting bullish momentum. Don't get me wrong. I'm expecting a bullish momentum from here. All right. I'm expecting a bullish momentum till the price gets here. We have a sell and blah 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 blah. Okay. Something like this. It's okay. So I just want to go to 4 hour time frame perspective now and show something else. The projection remains bullish. It remains bullish for me. I'll be looking for that. And of course, what I will be expecting more this week on the at the market opening, let's see. So far, this guy doesn't really obey that at the beginning of the market opening. The structure moved differently, anyways. But I will still check it out in the way I understand it. I'll expect a little bit of bearish momentum and then bullish momentum push again. Price hits this level. So that was what we were expecting. And before then, just before then, I want to see a reaction from here. I want to see a price reaction from here. So when the price gets here, let's see, let's anticipate that reaction. Good 18. It's like it's reflex action at this. Good 18, the price is already there, which I've already put it there. So might actually see a little bit of reaction from there. Basically, this is what I'm looking at on USDCAD going forward for the week, and it's still a buy momentum for me overall. All right. Checking out on the USDJPY, that was USDCAD, right? So this is USDJPY on the weekly time frame perspective. What exactly are we looking at? This is where I'm expecting the price to get into. We have about how many pips to the price that we expected? 357 pips, still a very good amount of pips right there. And this is a full cycle, which I'm expecting to be fully blown, right? So on weekly time frame, expecting more buy momentum. Weekly time frame, last week was a doji candle, meaning buying and selling was equal effort in the market, and that is okay. I was expecting a buy, a bought. So if you could not manage the risk, that means everything you made, you could have actually lost it or been on break even. But daily time frame perspective going forward for this week, what are we doing? I want to still see more bullish momentum right there. Last week, this guy have not come here, so I'm not interested. This has not also happened. I'm just going to reiterate on that. So this would be a fair value gap zone, a bullish fair value gap zone for the week as well, whereby we have something like this, something similar to this right there. So I would just be waiting to see how the price is this level, is this structure, and then we have a buy till the price gets here. From here, we have a sell. So for me right here, I'm still looking towards that momentum, towards that direction. And why do I have this here? I'm going to show that later. So I'm looking for opening of the market in a bearish direction. So this fair value gap zone for a bullish ride till the price gets here to a premium zone to sell off. But on 4 hour time frame perspective, what exactly does that look like? I'm expecting the price to hit here on 4 hour time frame. Prevention of price move. I expect the price to get here before we start buying. So right now, has the price done that? No. So in the future, will the price do it? Maybe. But let me just keep this for a while. If I'm still keeping this for probably a couple of weeks after now, I'm going to delete this guy. Okay. I don't want so many stamps on my chat. So that's that on that. I'm not looking for anything more than what I've thought, what more than what I've shared. So this is it here on 4 time frame perspective, expecting more bearish momentum. It won't be much, just a little bit about, oh wow, oh JPY, okay, this is USD JPY about 90 pips, all right. So if price could able to pull that strong here, I'll be expecting more buy from there. But this level was gotten from the daily time frame, okay. So if I want to really pull this in the right perspective, I'll just put something like this here. Nothing really too. Okay, something just like this, something little like this. Okay, can I make it better? Okay, good. So manage your risk, something around there. Go to a lower time frame structure to do that. Not going below here. So this for our time frame, all right. So this is what I'll be expecting going forward for the week on USDJPY. And let's move to the next one. USDCHF, yeah. This guy's really tried because we milked it from this right to this price level to where it is currently. It has done significant, about 60 pips, which is very annoying because we've been buying since it started the entire ride. We've been buying, and this is what I want to buy too. My projection for last week was here a bit of sell to this level before I start buying, and it did that. It did that sell. How many pips? I can't remember. It did that sell of about 30 something pips I get, or 37 pips. I remember now. Yeah. So that projection remains the same, and still expecting more bullish momentum on this. On weekly time frame perspective, let's go there. On the weekly, yes, expecting, look at this. Last week was a strong momentum. So most likely we're breaking this high and we're going higher. All right. We're going higher to break this high later. So on the weekly time frame perspective, it looks good for a buy. On the daily, it also looks good for a buy because we have a strength, a bullish momentum. We have the strength going right here, and it's efficient because it's buying, selling back there, buying, selling back there, buying, selling back there. So this is very efficient. Like I said, this is a LD movement right in the market. So with that outlook, therefore, I would be waiting to see the price actually just mitigating around here, or negotiating around there before breaking above. Okay, but before then, let's see how the market will move. I still expect the price to get to this price level, and from there to the current market price will be about 147 pips. That's nothing. It can happen. It can do it. Okay, so let's go. USDJPY, sorry, USDCHF, expecting more buy momentum. Okay, all of this void you see here, expecting the price to play it out. So from here, I want to see reaction, a little bit of reaction. Then we have more bullish momentum. It might not actually sell this much like I put it. It depends, but let the price get there first, and we shall judge the momentum, and from there we have more insight. But going forward for this week, looking for a buy on USDCHF. I think that's clear enough now. All right, going to the next one. Great Britain pounds JPY, no. Great Britain pounds CAD, no. Great Britain pounds AUD, no. Okay, good. Well, yes, good. Let's talk about good a little. 4 hour time frame, weekly time frame on good. It's been bullish. Nothing want to say about that. Every time we know that. I recorded a video, I drop it. Check out the video. It's on YouTube, it's on WhatsApp. I drop it on the community. So why gold keep buying? Because when there is peace, people are taking risk, and when there is war, people are looking for safety. And right now, you know what's going on in the world. So everybody is trying to up on something that can be lucrative enough for the sunny days ahead. So right here, nothing really interesting than we've seen a buy. This buying momentum is very massive. And of course, we can't deny the fact it is very massive. If you're taking a long time on gold, you take a buy. And if you are taking a short, that means you want to be in for a short time, which I don't really advise. Okay. But going to this level on daily time frame perspective, it's been bullish all through. If there is any way we want to see a buy, I'll wait for market to get here. How will this happen? I don't know, but only if the price gets here, that's when I can look for a sustainable buy. But before then, leaving all of that alone, let's go to higher price where it looks like possibility exists more. Okay, looking at what is going on right here, we had a range almost through last week, but we eventually still have a buy. On Monday, we have a buy. Wednesday broke the all-time high, which I said that that record was going to be broken last week, and it did. Even on Monday, Wednesday broke it again, and so we have the market showing a bearish energy right now on the daily. So what does that mean on 4 time frame perspective? Are we looking for more bearish momentum? Let's see what that looks like. We've had 2 levels whereby the market created a gap, and it has not filled any of this gap. And with that continue like that, or the market must continue in that momentum. So going forward, this gap still remains the same right here. And if I would be expecting any momentum from this momentum so far, is to look out for an opportunity to see how good come into this level for me to take an opportunity for a buy. If you look at this, what happened here? Market did not get to that gap zone at all. All right, market did not get to that gap zone at all. So I want to see a sell. If the price actually sell into this range of this gap, yeah, I can find a bullish momentum candle on a lower time frame to give me more inciting buy. But apart from that, I'm not just going to buy gold right here as it is, only if I'm taking it for a long time. And if I want to buy, I'll wait and see it correct a little bit. If it happens like that, that makes more sense for me. So that is how we move with gold going forward. All right, and all of these price levels here, they look good, but because of this kind of week here, that's why I'm not considering them at all. I would have neglected the gap and come to this level and do something like this, that I'll be expecting the price to come into this range. When it gets here, I want to see a buy and blah blah blah, all of those stuff. But I'm not doing that because this guy is not a good one for me, this kind of here. So that's why I'm just keeping it simple. So let's see how good goes. And at the opening of the market, we check the market again. I'm going to give more update on that. So going to the next guy, which is the BTCUSD on the weekly time frame. My projection is very simple: to see it get here and we sell, to see it get here before we buy at 66,700. Okay. 770 rather, 770, and then on to get to 1,110,000 before we sell off. But let's see what happened. Last week was a bullish momentum on it, and I was projecting that as well, that we might actually have something similar, because it's like we're moving towards the premium price level before going to the discounted price level right there. So on the daily time frame perspective, what we had on Monday for BTC US dollar was massive, and then sorry, that was last week Friday. No, that should be Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday, last week Tuesday. It was massive, and then to then till now, since then till now, the market has been ranging. So basically, what we have now is a bullish momentum on this price level on daily time frame. So looking like we may have a sell momentum getting here, and then it takes us to where we're expecting. So this is on what, on BTC US dollar, and that will shift my entire structure right here. So I have to elongate this a little, bring this guy back here, elongate this a little, and also bring this guy back here. So that is what this is looking like. So let's keep this really simple as well. This is the daily time frame perspective. If you go to the 4 hour time frame, we may be having a little bit of similarity there. So the data is too much, the candles are much, but this is what it looks like on the 4 hour time frame perspective. Can you see that? This is what it looks like. So let's keep this very simple and let's see how the market reacts with these zones. And from there, we have more insight. If you want to really refine this level or refine the structure on the 4 hour time frame perspective, this is what it will look like. All right, this is what it will look like. But regardless, whether we have this or we have that, it will be primary point of interest 1 and 2. It's more or less like we just splitting the risk. But then let's see if the price will actually get into this range or it gets into the way it was before now. So how was it before now? I did something like this, okay? This is what we have before now, all right? And now we have something like this. So let's see if the price will actually obey this and let's go forward, okay? So that is the outlook for this week, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's going to be a fantastic week of opportunity, and let's trade with proper risk management. And I wish you all the best. Try as much as possible not to get too excited. The week is going to be smooth, it's going to be nice, but try to trade with proper risk management. I wish you all the best. Like, share, and comment on this video, and have a wonderful trading week ahead of you. And bye for now.